to the Craps Pit. Today we're going to talk about come bets. Let's move over here to the pass line. Let's say the player is standing here at the end, and he's got the dice, and not necessarily a 7. He's going to make a minimum bet, $5 bet. So when he throws the dice on a come out, if he throws a 7 or an 11, those are natural winners, automatic winners. On the other hand, if he throws any crap number, and if you remember, a crap number is ace deuce, aces, and boxcars. Those are natural losers. Now if he throws a crap number, he just loses his money and gets another turn to try again. So then he'd have to put another $5 chip on the pass line and start over. So now he throws the dice, and let's just say he threw and got an 8 for a point. And in this game, it's a $5 minimum bet game with 3 times, 4 times, 5 times on the odds. And if you recall, five times odds on a 6 or an 8 would be $25. Now you get the dice and throw again. So now you want to bet a come bet. He puts $5 in the come, and let's say he throws the dice and it lands on a 9. So the dealer will pick up the chip and put it on the inside of the box lines in the position where the player is standing. In this case, he's on the end, and he'd be in this area. So now he has an opportunity to put odds on this bet, just like the odds behind the line. And how you do that, say if he wants to take max odds on the 9, which 3, 4, 5 times odds, 3 times, 4 times, you can put up to $20 on the 9. So if he wants to put $20 odds, he'll put it in the come, and he'll say odds on my 9. Or if he says nothing, the dealer will probably just automatically pick that up and put it on his 9. Now the benefit of putting the odds here, it pays exactly the same as the odds behind the line. So when you repeat numbers, so if he threw the dice again and got the 9, it's going to pay 3 to 2. So that's going to pay $30 for his odds and $5 for his original bet. And all these bets come down now, and he places it back here, and the player picks it up and puts it in his rack. Now, let's back up one time. We've got our come bet, we've got our odds, and now we make another come bet. Okay, this is going to be a little different. And another 9 is thrown. So it's going to be a little different because it's called off and on. So the dealer's going to pay $30 for 20 plus this. It's going to be $35. He's not going to move the chips around because off and on, it just cuts to the chase and pays him the correct amount on this instead of paying this and moving this and putting another come bet. Okay? So you can keep doing as many come bets as you like, but it just travels to the number. If a 7 or 11 thrown in here, it's an automatic winner. If a crap number is thrown in here, it's just like the pass line, it's an automatic loser. So let's say the dice are thrown and it moves to the 10. Okay? So now he can make another come bet if he likes, and he can also put odds in the 10. Max odds would be 3. Triple odds, puts it on here. He's going to have to, if he hits a 10 now, he gets paid true odds here, which would be 30. If it's a 9 here, gets true odds on $20, which would be 30. Of course, if he gets his 8, that's what his pass line is, and that happens to pay 30 because that pays 6 to 5. See, the 10 and the 4 pay exactly the same. The 9 and the 5, those are sister numbers. They pay the same. The 5 pays the same as the 9, as the 6 and 8 would. So the sister numbers will always pay the same. You can make as many come bets as you like, and if you get a repetition of hitting a lot of come bets, then they're going to all be off and on. Now in this case here, say he throws the dice and goes to a 6, travels to the 6, and he wants to take full odds. he can do that. Now, if he doesn't make any more come bets, now as the numbers hit, say the 6 hits, pay 6 to 5 plus your 5. Since he doesn't have a come bet, the dealer pays him the whole thing, and now your 6 is empty. One other thing I would like to mention, on the 9 and the 5, say you didn't put full odds. Say you only wanted to put 1 unit of odds. Well, since the odds on the 5 and 9 pay 3 to 2, the correct amount of odds for 1 unit would be $6, because 6 pays 9 plus the 5. If you only had $5 on there, 3 to 2 would be $7.50, and they don't have 25-cent pieces, so you would get gypped out of 50 cents, which would be 10% of that bet. So you don't want to do that. You make sure you have an even amount of money on the 5 and 9. That's all you got to remember. And it's just a repetitious from there. All you do is you can quit making come bets at any time, or you can just keep on making come bets. But that's basically what the come bet's all about. One more thing I want to mention about the come bets is you just made your pass on the 8. So they're going to pay you 6 to 5 in the back, even money on the front. And now you're coming out again. The puck goes off, so you're coming out for a new point cycle. So what I didn't mention is these come bets here, the base bet is working. The odds are not working. So if you were to throw a 7, you would get your odds back because they're not working, and you would lose your come bet. On the other hand, on the second point, if you threw, say, a 9, you're going to get your odds back because it wasn't working, but they're going to pay you for the 9, even money, and the puck will move to that number. So I just wanted to make you aware of that. The base bet on a come bet is always working on a new come-out point cycle. If it hits the number, you get paid even money. If it hits a 7, you lose. But you get your odds back. Always get your odds back.